Hello and welcome. My name's Angie Holden and I'm the blogger behind The Country Chic Cottage. Today I'm going to compare making shirts with a Cricut machine versus making shirts with DTF with my xTool apparel printer. So the way I'm looking at this is that Cricut is for crafting shirts, for making shirts at home, for your loved ones, for yourself, whereas the xTool apparel printer is more of a business printer. And I wanted to do this comparison, so if you were thinking about scaling up your handmade shirt business, you'll consider getting a printer at home for your DTF printing needs. So for this experiment, I am using the same design and putting it on the same shirt, and I'm going to time how long it takes me to make both of the shirts. So I made a shirt with my Cricut machine with layers of HTV. So in this case, I did 4 layers of HTV. I could have went more complicated, but I went fairly simple, so I wasn't here all day making an HTV shirt. And then with the DTF printer, I used the same design for my experiment. And for this one, of course, I could have used as many colors as I wanted because I printed it on my DTF printer. So that's one thing about the design. Before I get started, a few notes. So the design, it took me a while to find a design that I thought would work for this experiment, because not all designs are going to be able to be made with a Cricut machine. Let's just face it. There were several designs I pulled up and I uploaded them to Cricut, and it was like, that is way too many cuts. So I didn't even know that error existed. I could print that with my xTool apparel printer, but making it with my Cricut machine was basically impossible. So I went through a bunch of different designs. I chose this design specifically. I felt it was trendy as well as simple enough to be made out of HTV, but really cute being made out of DTF with the apparel printer. And then as I get through the timing, I will be starting a timer and timing myself making both of these shirts. But a couple of notes. So both of these, I had the heat press heating while I was doing other things, so I didn't have to add that time in. And then for the xTool apparel printer, I did want to note that in that same amount of printing time, I could print several things and the apparel printer could just keep spitting out prints. So that time, yes, it took that long for the print to run through the printer, but the next print could be right after that one. So it is kind of a little bit misleading, but you'll still see that the apparel printer is way faster than making the same design out of layered HTV. And then the design itself is supposed to look like this DTF version. I had to just hunt through my HTV colors to find something that would work for this design, and it's not exactly the same color, so I was limited on colors with the HTV. So same design, same shirt, a 100% cotton shirt, and I do have a bright pink shirt just to kind of show that I could do this light color with the DTF on the pink shirt. Just wanted to, be able to illustrate that with the design. And then as I run through making both shirts, I'll talk about things like ease of use. Of course, the time required, we are going to time both of these. At the end, I'll talk about, the feel of both of these, how it feels on the shirt itself, how durable both of these are, because as a business, you're going to want to make sure to put out the best product possible. And then of course, how scalable both of these are for, making shirts long-term for your apparel business. So let's start with the Cricut shirt. And I'm not going to make you sit through 39 minutes of me making a shirt. So I am going to speed it up, but I'm going to talk through each of the little bits of the process, and I am going to have the timer running the entire time. The only time I paused the timer were for things that weren't related to making the shirt. So if I had to adjust the camera angle and different things like that, that has to do with making this YouTube video rather than making a shirt. But otherwise, this is the true time of exactly how long it took me to make this shirt design out of HTV. So let's open up Cricut Design Space and get started. So I went ahead and started my timer. And then within Cricut Design Space, I started by uploading my design. Now, this design, I did want it in multiple layers, and I did use the multiple layers feature, which is only available through Cricut Access. This process might take you longer if you don't have Cricut Access. So I used that to split the colors. Now, I did have to do several other things because I didn't particularly like the way it split the colors up. I felt like it would be way too bulky on the shirt because it literally made layers of HTV, and I just couldn't get it a better way through their interface. So I did some tricks on my own as far as slicing things out, removing contours, different things like that to get the layers exactly how I wanted them. And then also for the bright pink layer, I'm gonna allow the bright pink of the shirt to show through, so I deleted that layer completely. I felt like that would be a little bit better for hand feel with HTV, so we would have less HTV on the shirt. So although this process isn't easy, it is definitely possible to do multiple colors within Cricut Design Space with your design. So once I had all of that done, all of my layers separate, I went to go cut each of my colors of HTV. So I went ahead and hooked up the Cricut machine to my computer and added each of those colors to the mat and cut them out of the HTV. Now the design, I'm making it fairly large, and so I did use a large mat here, put each of the HTV products down on my mat with the shiny side down, and I mirrored each of my designs before cutting. So then I cut each of my 4 colors. And just a note here that I am using my Explorer 5, so the Explorer 4 and the Explorer 5 are faster than previous generations of the Explorer machines, so do take that into account when you're taking into account my time. And while the machine was cutting, I did kind of start the weeding process and got like one of the colors almost weeded completely. Then after everything was done cutting, I sat down and just started weeding each of these colors. Now this is very time consuming, and this design was fairly simple. It wasn't so simple that I thought that it would be easy to weed. However, it wasn't the most difficult thing I've ever weeded. So this weeding process might take you a variety of time depending on the design itself. So once I had all of my colors weeded, I went ahead and started pressing with the Cricut Easy Press. So I thought if you're making shirts at home, you probably have the Cricut Easy Press to press them with. So I used that for this design. And I did heat up the Cricut Easy Press while I was weeding my HTV. So I added my first color, and this design is too large for this Easy Press, so I did have to press the largest colors like 4 different times. And then I just started layering the design. Now I find locating layered HTV extremely frustrating, and often it takes me a while to locate each of these designs. So you will see me adjusting it, and did I get it perfectly? Probably not. I feel like I did get it good enough, but it probably still was not perfect. And once I was finished with all of my layers, I did go ahead and do a post press with paper over the top. I always like to do that just to make sure that everything is stuck down really well at the end. Then once it was completely done, I went ahead and stopped my timer, and it was at 39 minutes and 43 seconds. So it took me 39 minutes to make one shirt with the Cricut and HTV. And while if I just needed to make one shirt, that is perfectly fine. If you are making shirts for a business, that might be extremely frustrating if it takes that long for you to make one shirt for one customer. And this design out of HTV, it wasn't that complicated. So like I said, the weeding could take longer if you did have a more complicated design, but the design was very large and I felt like there was enough weeding to get like an apples to apples comparison. So what are the sort of pros of using a Cricut machine to make shirts? First of all, it is very beginner friendly, right? You're cutting HTV. It's also a low entry point cost because a Cricut machine, an Easy Press, and all of a sudden you're off to making shirts. And then it is great for, one-offs, gifts, making, a shirt for an event, making a shirt for a family member, making a shirt as a gift. It is really great for just making one shirt. And then for the cons for the Cricut version, of course, it was time consuming, right? So start to finish, about 39 minutes for the particular shirt that I made. And then I am limited on the designs. Like I mentioned in the beginning, I'm limited on the design that I can use. So I had to pick a design where I could divide it into HTV layers. And then I'm also limited on the colors I can use. So I won't be able to use the exact same colors in the design that I picked. I will have to pick and choose from HTV colors in order to sort of duplicate that design almost within Cricut Design Space and out of the HTV colors on my shirt. So it's time consuming as well as limiting. And then this design on the shirt, so HTV on a shirt does not last as long as a lot of other apparel decoration methods. It's probably one of the bottom as far as how long it lasts. And I personally don't like the way it wears. So if you've ever, had an HTV shirt, you've washed it several times and all of a sudden it starts to peel and crack and it just looks awful. So once it starts to peel and crack, I'm often like, that shirt is either, my around the house or cleaning shirt, or it is a rag at that point because I no longer want to wear it with something that is cracked and peeling and that type of thing. So now we are done with the Cricut shirt. Let's move on to the DTF shirt. So with the xTool apparel printer, how do we make this shirt and how long would it take if I wanted to make one shirt with the xTool apparel printer, how long would it take? So again, I went ahead and started my timer, and then I opened up xTool Studio. And within xTool Studio, I am just going to upload my design. I did crop it so I could make it exactly the same size as the Cricut version, so we are definitely showing apples to apples, so I made it 11 inches wide as well. I did not have to separate the colors or anything. You could knock out some of the colors if you didn't want that bright pink, if you wanted the bright pink of the shirt to be the bright pink in the design. I went ahead and left the design exactly how it was, and went ahead and sent it to the printer. And if you will note here, it does say on the screen that it's going to take about 3 minutes to print. That does not include the heating process. So what happens with my particular xTool apparel printer setup is that the printer is going to print the design. It's going to print the color and then the white on the top. And then it is going to run through automatically to an automatic powdering process. So the machine adds the powder and goes ahead and shakes off any excess. And then it goes straight into an oven where it cures that powder. So I have the all-in-one setup where when it comes out, it is completely done and ready for pressing. And then once that's done, I can remove it from the xTool apparel printer and go ahead and head to my press. So to apply this transfer, I'm using the xTool WonderPress, and I did go ahead and preheat it while the print was printing. So I'm gonna add my shirt and go ahead and preheat my shirt, then add my DTF print that was made by the xTool apparel printer. And this presses just for 10 seconds. And then I used my DTF cooling block to cool it down a little bit. Then I went ahead and peeled that back. Then I added paper over the top to do a second press. Now the second press does help with longevity, so I'd like to do a second press for my DTF. Again, just a 10-second press. Then once that's done, I can remove this from my press and this shirt is complete. So I went ahead and stopped the timer, and in total, it was 17 minutes and 11 seconds. So in less than half the time, I got a completed shirt from the xTool apparel printer. Now I did note in the beginning that once I had that apparel printer set up and I hit print, I could print several different prints, and then those would just print, powder, come out of the oven, and it could come out one after another. So it doesn't have to wait on, the first one to come out of the oven before it will start printing another one. So I did not take that into account. I just took into account if I wanted to make one shirt with the xTool apparel printer, how long would it take me? And it was the 17 minutes and 11 seconds. So the pros of making a shirt in this manner is obviously that it's quicker, so a faster workflow, especially if you are making shirts for others to sell. And then the full color designs. So I could make any design with this xTool apparel printer. I can print photos, I can print things that are, rustic, that have a lot of, cutout areas that would be impossible to weed with a Cricut machine. I can print whatever I would like with the xTool apparel printer. I am not limited by colors, I'm not limited by designs. I can print whatever I want with that printer and apply it to my shirt. I also get very consistent results. So if you noticed when I was going through the HTV shirt and was pressing the HTV, the anchor didn't want to stick very well, and I had to press that a couple different times. With the xTool apparel printer, I've gotten very consistent results as far as it pressing right the first time, every time, which is excellent, especially for bulk orders. So the xTool apparel printer is what I would recommend if you want to print at home for those bulk orders. So now durability and washability is going to be way better with DTF. So it is going to last longer, and I find that it also wears better. So it is going to wear away way better and sort of fade away instead of that cracking and peeling that you get with HTV, which is another pro for me. Now, the cons as far as the xTool apparel printer is going to be the upfront startup cost of getting that complete setup for your home. If you are ramping up to start your own shirt business, it is something for you to consider and something for you to look at in the future going forward. How would this improve my business? So if you're doing any kind of apparel business, definitely consider this printer for your needs now and in the future. And then I did want to talk about like hand feel because I feel like that's important to people. So for this design, what I could have done is knock out the darker pink, and the dark pink of the shirt could have shown through the DTF print. And that would have made it a little less stiff, but I wanted to leave it as a full design so you could tell that you can leave it or you can remove it to get a better hand feel. I do think that DTF feels really great on the shirt, and it just gets better as I wash it. So the more times through the laundry, I feel like the better the feel gets. Whereas with HTV, especially layered HTV, it gets very thick. And you will notice that within the video, I did a lot of things to make sure I didn't layer as many layers on top of each other. Although that helps with location, just the thickness of the multiple layers can just really be super bulky on the shirt. So I did whatever I could to make this as, less bulk as possible, but it is still, very plasticky, and especially where I have the double layers up here where the bow is, just more of a stiff feeling, especially the more layers you get with HTV, the stiffer it is going to get. So let's talk about both shirts side by side. So with the apparel printer, you can get more of that detail. Now the color vibrancy, I feel like you can get that out of either one, but remember, you will be limited on colors with the Cricut version as far as what HTV colors you can get. Then as far as hand feel, I personally prefer DTF prints for hand feel versus HTV. And then the time it took to make one shirt was 17 minutes 11 seconds with the DTF version and 39 minutes and 43 seconds with the Cricut version. So of course it took me more time as well as more effort to make the Cricut version. And then I did want to note cost here, because if you compare the cost of say a DTF print after you get the printer, the cost per print is going to be less than buying multiple rolls of vinyl, the scrap it takes for HTV shirts, and just the higher cost of the increased time. So the DTF is going to be lower per shirt in the long run. And then of course, since you aren't limited by those solid color HTV, you can do any design that your customer would like, including high vibrant, colorful designs, photos, just anything they can imagine, you can put on a garment with an xTool apparel printer. And then if I repeated this throughout an 8-hour day, I could make like 30 DTF shirts. If it was just like those one-offs and I waited between the printings of each time, which I probably would not do, but it would be way more. Whereas with the HTV shirts, it would be like 12 with a layered design. And again, it would depend on the design and how long it took me to weed them. But there is an extreme difference of how many shirts you can make a day with these two printers. So definitely if you are running that small business, really consider your output and how long HTV is taking you. So who are each of these methods for? So the Cricut method. If you're making occasional shirts, if you love crafting, if you love weeding, there are those people out there. I know you are. There are people out there that love to weed. So if you just enjoy that hands-on process, definitely the making of the Cricut shirt is for you. And you may also be that person that usually does one color designs that are simple, then HTV might be perfectly adequate for the type of shirt you're making. However, if you are the type of person that wants to sell shirts, if you want to start or grow that apparel business, if you need speed when you're making shirts and consistency, if you want longer lasting shirts, if you are tired of the limitations of HTV as far as the colors and the designs, then an xTool apparel printer might be the next thing on your wish list. So basically, if you want to make a shirt, the Cricut is awesome. The Cricut is amazing. If you want to make a living making shirts, the xTool apparel printer would be a perfect addition to your craft room. There is a place for both. However, do be aware of both when, especially for you business owners, for you small business owners. Be aware of both, be aware of the benefits of both, and be aware of that point when you need to invest more money in your business. So now, if you have any questions about anything I covered, drop down in the comment section, ask away. If you liked this video and it helped you, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, head on over to my YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button. I have videos just like this one every single week. In fact, like a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on DTF versus sublimation. So if you're curious about like, should I go from HTV to sublimation and not do DTF, you might watch that video as well. And it'll help you determine what is the best apparel decoration method for you. So for now, thank you all for joining me, and stay tuned right here on YouTube for another creative, crafty video. Thanks y'all, bye-bye.